Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah. Woo. First fish of the, oh, there he goes. Fish did that. First fish of the year. Cast number 2. I didn't expect to catch any trout that big. That's a thick one too. Can almost count that one. Not quite. What was he using?
Right out in front of us here. The white is what he's been using.
That's what I'm using.
Keep your bait small.
Maybe it's too big. I was thinking about switching hooks because I don't think a bass hook is the right hook for a jig. Does he mean just like drop it straight down pretty much, or?
No, he said just keep your stuff on the bottom.
I just had one.
Had what?
A fish. It's probably a walleye. It had to be. I felt it going like this. Jared, it's a trout. Damn, I did not expect to catch a trout on this. There he is. Didn't mean to lip him like that, but I had to get the hook out. Sweet, first fish of the year landed. Let's see if we can get a walleye this time. I wonder if that's a steelhead they have sticking out of the water right there, or a walleye. Looks like a big one. There we go.
Another one?
Yeah. This feels like it's fighting different. Damn it.
What is it?
Trout. It's another decent trout, but there he goes.
That's what he's catching them on.
Oh, really? Guess I need to
say he caught him right at daylight, all 3 of them.
I'm surprised that'll sink far enough.
Well, it's not very deep out there.
I think I just had another bite and then lost
I mean,
it.
you can keep trying that with that other jig there.
Yeah, I think I should probably downsize. Then I probably won't miss as many fish.
Just use that metal one there, or that one there. I'm gonna buy some of these.
I'm gonna buy more of these and maybe some smaller ones. Because it looks like they're using pretty much the same thing almost, but it's a little smaller, I think. Maybe that's the difference.
He showed me one he got. It was 9 pounds he caught down there by that tree. He showed me a picture of it. That thing was freaking big.
Holy 9 pounds?
First walleye he's caught in here was right where you're at.
Damn.
It's like, you know, at night they go back down in there where it's shallow and do their feeding. And then this time of the day, so they come right up in this area. they're more active. He said he caught them in the middle of the day before, but most of the time it's in the evening, or he said his best time coming up here is right at daylight or just before daylight. He said he caught those 3 this morning, like right before it got light.
So it was before we even got here.
Yeah, because we got here right after daylight, so he already had 3 fish.
Damn. Well,
that thing there, that's what he had on both his pulleys.
shit, if I use this, man, I'm gonna probably try and come back here a lot. I'll definitely get one eventually. This is a good fish. This might be what we're after. Oh! Oh! No way! That's my first one. No way. This is awesome. Yeah, it's a big one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Hell yeah!
Let's go. Let's f***ing go. It's not huge, but this is a nice fish.
Yeah. Jig it.
Way the down there. Maybe not. I knew it was a walleye too. I could tell it was a bigger fish.
The teeth on this one. Put it over there on the ground. That's a nice fish.
Hell yeah.
Those jigs do work.
I'm gonna get a picture of this. That was only maybe like my 4th cast or something like that, or 3rd, 2nd.
Yeah, let me get a picture of it. We gotta stand back a little bit. Here, have the river in the background. Better picture. That's badass, dude, right on. I know, I don't want to use those jigs because I want to save them so I know what the hell to buy.
I did not expect to catch one this big.
It's a nice one.
Now what do I do with it? I wanted to eat it, but I don't have anywhere to put it. You know what I did that time that was different, and I had a feeling it was going to be a cast? I just chucked it f***ing far down that wall as far as I could.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You got it along that wall?
Yeah, that's where I got it. I had a feeling I was going to get a bite there.
You're not eating it, I'm eating it. I took it here.
We can split it.
No, I don't share walleye.
I mean, I wouldn't have caught that fish without you because you gave me that jig, but... Is this pushing 20 or is it like 18? Hell yeah.
Eyes on that thing. The teeth.
Big sucker.
Man, drop them in there.
I knew I had to be careful with the slick rocks and the freaking teeth on those things.
That's awesome.
Hell
Get
yeah.
another one now.
Hell yeah. I've been waiting so many years to catch one. I did not think I'd catch one that big for my first one. What's crazy is there's some in there that are probably double the size or bigger. That's awesome.
That's probably 3-4 pounds.
I was gonna say it's probably half that. Yeah, I should have brought my net because that was a little sketchy, but see if we can do that again. That's freaking awesome, man. If you don't know, that's what a walleye looks like. We don't have a lot of those in Oregon. This is one of the few places where you can actually fish for them. It's kind of become an established fishery the last 15, 20 years or so. I actually was using a jig that this guy gave my uncle. My uncle told me to try it. After only a couple casts of just casting along this wall next to the dam, I hooked the guy and I knew it was a bigger one. Definitely did not expect to catch one that big if I did catch one, but that crosses a new species off my list, so that's freaking awesome, man. I had a feeling it was going to be a good day on the way here, and hasn't disappointed. Walleye are really good eating too, so that one should be great. Don't know much about, oh that was a fish. Walleye has super sharp teeth, so I had to be careful and I had to grab it under the gills. I didn't have a net and I was on slick rocks, so like I said, you know, I really had to be careful there. Even if I don't catch another one today, that's absolute W of a day, and now we got more footage. I haven't talked a lot this whole time, but I was waiting for something like that to happen, and that's just awesome. It's a good thing I had my camera rolling that whole time too. Yeah, I was standing right here. I just chucked it down the side of the wall as far as I could, and then I walked over right there, and then I think I got about halfway back maybe. I had another bite just a second ago. Damn, that sucks. We're gonna lose the lucky jig maybe. Oh, I got it. No way. not do that same thing again, because I don't think we're going to be as lucky the next time, but who knows. I'm just getting ready to break the thing off. And here we are. It's only not even 9 o'clock in the morning. I've already got 2 trout landed, 1 big ass walleye, and missed a handful of other fish after only about not even 2 hours, hour and a half of fishing. Hooked another one. Feels like another good one. Finally, I had my camera off for maybe 10 minutes or more. It's another good one. Not as big, but
What kind of line you got?
I think 8. Hell yeah.
Your scales are sharp. What are you doing to catch these things?
I don't know. I'm just barely even moving it. That one looks like it's half the size of the other one. That is half the size.
Yeah, nice work.
Let's go. Every time I start to think the bite's dead, I get a bite. Number 2. Yeah, I 100% thought that was a rock. Started to reel it in, started to pull on it, and realized that there was a little bit of a head shake. So I could tell that fish wasn't as big as the last one, but I still knew it was a decent sized fish. And yet it was still maybe half the size, because that other one was a freaking pig. We're gonna see if we can catch a 3rd one here. Just kind of, I'm going more straight out this time with the dam instead of off to the wall. And that kind of seems to have found different fish. Keep digging it though and see what happens. I'm assuming it's probably pretty hard to hear with all the dam noise, but hopefully the audio comes through. Is it really 4-0?
Yeah.
You were talking about your $5. I think it. I think it just went back.
Yeah, you can finally catch a
So am I. I've been waiting my whole life to catch a walleye. All right, guys, we're back from the dam. We're gonna be cleaning these walleye. It's my fillet knife set that I fortunately found in my room. Got gloves, fillet knife, and even a cutting board, which is exactly what I needed. So, I'm gonna try to do this without butchering. I don't fillet fish very often, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna try and go slowly and carefully. I don't know if the gloves are gonna help or hurt, but I'm gonna try the small one first. The second one I caught, which is, you know, it's decent. It's nothing crazy, but I'll probably try cutting here, just under this fin, maybe, if I can get under it. I don't know how sharp these knives are. Probably not extremely sharp. Just gonna try and work my way down here. There was a little bit I missed, maybe more than a little. Sorry if it's hard to see here. I'm just kind of, it's actually turning out better than I expected as far as my fillet job goes. Actually doesn't look half bad right there. First half of 1 fish. Sorry if the angles aren't that great. It's kind of hard for me to see. I didn't get the vacuum pack out, which is probably something I should have done. It's the other side. The other side probably doesn't look as good, but I still think I got everything out. So we're gonna flip it over, do this again. These fish are actually probably bonier than I figured. So we're gonna see if the bigger one is harder or not. Make bigger cuts to make this go a little faster. I think I missed a whole lot there. Now, just gotta do the same thing I did with that other side. And we will be on to the next fish. And then I gotta find something to do with this, either vacuum pack it or something to that effect. Well, certainly not the greatest, but hey. I'm gonna put these in these bags. They're gonna be a little dirty, but I'm gonna just put them in here for now, wash them. This one's kind of butchered one. So I'm gonna put them in here. I'm gonna wash them, and then I'm gonna put them in a vacuum seal. We're done with the first fish. Now it's on to the second. First lay looked a lot better. Hold up, I'm gonna trim this off just a bit. Okay, so we're gonna put these 2 in here, and then should be good for that fish. And for the big boy. Which I would estimate, you can see that. That's probably, I don't know, about another 10 inches longer than the cutting board, whatever that is. Actually, hang on, I can measure it real quick with my phone. It's about 22.5 according to this. I'd estimate 4 pounds maybe. Pretty awesome though. Guess that other one's maybe 16 or so, 17. May or may not be more difficult, we'll see. Did not want to make a mess all over this thing right here, but well, as you can see, I've done that. Look at this big girl right here. I would guess pregnant female, but I'm not 100% certain. I think that one I did pretty decently. Yep, I was right. Female with eggs. I figured. Almost there. Just hanging on by a thread. There we go. Let's see how I did with this. Not terrible. I mean, maybe some of you were thinking this is terrible, but looks good. Gotta cut a little bit more off. Looks like there's still bones in these guys. I don't think they were this bony, but I'm actually sweating. Okay, that's probably good as we're gonna do. But we got one more. I'm gonna have to edit so much of this out, but you know, that's pretty much every video. Now I'm gonna have to clean this whole thing off. The fish are too big for these bags, apparently. Trying to get better at filleting. I just don't practice enough. If you want me to title this video how to hamburger fish, then might not be a terrible idea. Really, there's not a whole lot more I could have got, I don't think. Flip this one over. Essentially what I'm doing, I'm kind of going to the right normally, but in this case, well, still the right, behind the fin, going down and then trying to angle it and eventually flatten out. What I've realized is, kind of watching, is that you kind of want your strokes to be longer with the knife. Looks good so far. We'll see if it continues to look good. Seems I missed a bit right in the middle. Almost there. This thing just won't seem to let go. Okay, and my back hurts pretty bad, but here it is. Last one. Don't watch this if you're trying to learn how to clean a fish. Like, watch somebody else. If you just want to see the whole catching process, you know, me getting my first walleyes actually, and the cooking, which I can't guarantee that'll be elite by any means, but at least this one, I'm pretty sure the bone's out pretty good now. Not extremely terrible. Maybe it is, I don't know. Finally done. I'm sweating pretty good now. Only done with that part, not done with the, well, we're done with the hard part. One of the hard parts, hardest. Still have to rinse those fillets off. Then I'm gonna have to vacuum pack those. I might not film that whole process, probably won't, but if not, we'll see you guys with the cooking.